Welcome to your own channel of Right Funda.
Here is a very basic questions from kinematics. Let's read the question, what it says. A particle starts from rest and moves with constant acceleration. Find the ratio of space average velocity to the time average velocity of the particle. The two terms there, one is called the space average velocity and another is called time average velocity. Space average velocity, time average velocity. We know about average velocity, space average velocity and time average velocity. So if you see the question, what it says is that suppose a particle starts here. Suppose a particle starts here and initially it's start from rest. So u was equal to 0 at t is equal to 0. When stopwatch is saying 0, you start your stopwatch and it moves with a constant acceleration a and it travels like this. Suppose at any time t naught, it has covered s displacement. Sometime t naught, and at the end of t naught time it attained v velocity. So this is the situation what happening, start from rest, moves the constant acceleration, and from this time to this time let's calculate the space average velocity to the ratio of the space average velocity to that of the time average velocity. So how to calculate, what do you mean by average? When you say the average velocity, we know the average velocity equal to total displacement by total time, that we know. And how we write mathematically average velocity is like this. We write average velocity is equal to v dt integration by dt integration. In fact, this quantity is nothing but what? ds by dt integration. This ds integration is nothing but total displacement by total time taken from to travel that displacement, or time duration, or total time you can say for that particular course, total time. So this is called average velocity, and we have in the denominator with the time integration we have written. This has a symbol like this also, we write like this, v average, we write like this. Okay, so this is the average is there, then this average in fact is called time average. This is called a time average because we are averaging over the time. So if it is time average, so any quantities average you want to find out, then this is the process there. That quantity is the average value of the velocity. This is the instantaneous velocity. This is the instantaneous velocity. Instantaneous velocity. Instantaneous velocity. So here this instantaneous velocity multiplied by dt time. So suppose in dt time, in time duration, here we observe in dt time it is the v velocity, the v dt we multiply divided by all v dt we integrate, and divided by time ka integration, the total time duration from here to here will be total time duration, will integrate this one. There is a term called space average also has been defined also. What is space average? Space average is equal to where you're taking time, here taking, there you take the ds, you take v ds integration by ds integration is equal to the average, this space average velocity will become, okay, or yes, at the v average over this average over space. So whenever time, the time averaging you to v dt integration, we get time averaging we call, and when you let v ds integration by ds integration, we call the space averaging, averaging over the space, this one. So this correct is with time averaging, but in physics usually we mean when somebody says the average velocity, we take this as the average velocity we take, but by definition has been defined like this. But this is averaging over time. So let's understand the basic process of averaging. What is the basic process of averaging? Because we in daily life also we average many things. Average marks, average age, average income, anything we do, averaging we do. So let's see what is this average is there. Suppose let's take that is some income of the people are there, and there are different number of citizens are there, okay, and we want to find their averaging. So what we will do, in when we make the average income, per capita income, we want to find out, then what we do that we in one column we write the income and you will pay number of citizens, and one then the number of 10,000 people having, suppose 15 people having the 1,000 rupees income per average income of 1,000 rupees, 20 people having 2,000 rupees, 30 people having 3,000, like this. Then what do you do? We multiply this by this. So this column we multiply by 2,000 by into 20, 3,000 by 30, we multiply like this. And after that, what we do is that when you do the averaging, we add all these things total. We add all these things, or the all the frequency, we call all the frequency, this number, this will give the total number of people, this will give the total number of people, and all this summation I will do all this I add, and after that to find out averaging, this we call the average. In common parlance we call the average income, we say. But in true sense, average over what? That has to be taken. Average over time, average over number. Yes, this has been averaged over the number of people. This is averaged over the number of. So we call this is equal to average income per person or per capita income. We call the per person or per capita income. Capita income. Okay. So this is the per continuous value we do like this. We could have the average income over a period of time also we could have calculated. Suppose somebody had 1,000 rupees for 1 year, then 2,000 rupees 3 years, at least then the per year income how much. Then here not only number should be there, here the number time should be there here. It's called time averaging. But we don't call the per averaging over number, we common parlance with the average here. Similarly in physics, common parlance we call this as the average, but this is actually parlance with time average over time. So this one is the for discrete. Somebody suppose all the incomes are the very large population is there and they are continuously varying. Suppose continuously varying, different values are there. Equal to 10. Then summation will take the place of integration, and this should be the average income should be like this, and we should call this as the per capita income. But to average this one, how we should know? This is the average income is there, or I call this average income. And this should be equal to I dn integration by dn integration over the whole population, and this I is the instantaneous I. This is the instantaneous I, or for small dn population is having what I is there. So I must know income as a function of number of people, income as a function of number of people, or number of people as a function of particular income. So this value is there, then I can integrate easily. So coming back to our question, we have to calculate that the ratio of the space average velocity to the time average velocity of the particle. So how will we be doing? So let's first calculate the time averaging of this particle. So time average, this is the question over here. So again I repeat, it starts from rest, move with a constant acceleration. So let's calculate the time averaging velocity, and we know that by definition by this time we have learned that time is equal to v dt integration by dt integration. So I told you to integrate, v should be known as a function of time. So v is equal to, we know v is equal to u plus at, and a is equal to 0, start from rest. So v is equal to at, that value I will substitute here, v as a function of time, instantaneous value at any time t, at dt integration. And a is a constant quantity, it is with a constant acceleration, so a can be taken outside the integration, and limit of integration I have taken from 0 to t0 of duration I am observing this one. So after this, if you carry out the integration and substitute the upper limit and lower limit, then we get a t dt equal to t0 square by 2 after substituting the limit, and this equal to denominator dt equal to t. So substituting t0 will be there. I pay this t0 and one t0 I cancelled, then this I remain with that this quantity is equal to time average equal to half a t0. This is equal to time average velocity I obtain. So this is my time average velocity. Now I have to calculate the space average velocity. So how to calculate space average velocity? Same thing we'll do the b ds integration by ds integration. We have not put dt, you will not put in, ds will be putting s over s. So again, what you have to do that you have to put the v as a function of s to be able to carry out, or s is a function of v, or both maybe in terms of t also you can substitute v as a function of time, s is a function of time, then also you can carry out this integration. Let's put v as a function of s. If a body particle moves with a constant acceleration, we have a formula like the v square is equal to u square plus 2a dot s. Okay, so this is equal to 0 given the problem, and there is a initial rest and a constant accelerating, so angle will be 0 degree. So from this I can get v is equal to under root of 2as. So if I take this v as a function of s, as any duration s displacement is there, and I'll take in a substitute here, then I'll get the value v average space average velocity equal to under root 2s. In place of v, under root 2as I have substituted, and out of that under root 2a is a constant quantity, I will take it outside and I substitute the limit 0 to s, and this is equal to s to the power half ds integration by ds integration. If I carry out the integration, this is s to the power half equal to 3 by 2 by 3 by 2, and denominator the integration will be equal to s, and after substituting the limit I get this value, and this can be calculated, and this is we can subtract this equal to this cancel to be equal to 1. Okay, to the power half, s to the power half will be there, 1 power cancelled, and I will take this and simplify this one. I got the answer to be equal to 2/3 of under root 2a by s to the power, or 2 by 3 into under root 2 as. But under root 2 as is what? We have discussed here, this is the velocity. After traveling here, this under root 2s is nothing but the v that we have calculated here. V is equal to under root 2s. So I can substitute the value of, in place of under root 2as, I can put this one as the 2/3 of the velocity attained after t0 time. And what is the velocity after t0 time? V is nothing but u is equal to 0 plus at, because with the constant acceleration. So v is equal to u plus at. I can put this a, and after what time? t0 time. This s is after time t0. So I will put this v is equal to a t0. Then I got the answer that is equal to 2/3 of a into t0. So this we obtain is the space average velocity. One is the time average velocity, one is the space average velocity. One got the both average, we got the time average we got, and space averaging both we got. Question is saying that find the ratio of the space average velocity to time average velocity. So if you go this and divide both the things, and you got the ratio space average velocity by time average velocity. So if you substitute the value, then we can get the required ratio. 2/3 a t0 and the space averaging, half a t0 is the time averaging. If we substitute the values, then we can calculate the ratio easily to be equal to a t0 get cancelled, this 2 get cancelled, and whatever time we have taken, whatever time duration we observed this movie, and we calculate the averaging is equal to 4 by 3. This is our answer. So this is that only if what assumptions we have taken, this is the at constant acceleration. The particle is moving in constant acceleration. We calculate the ratio of the space averaging to the time averaging is come out to be equal to 4:2. So we solve the problem.